So this short video will explain how the quarterly writing assessments growth and performance system works. We start by creating a Google Sheet that will be a template to be used every year that lists the different grade levels and classes for 9 through 11, including ACT Prep. And then the administrator or teacher will um, track when the assessments are done so that everyone in the department can see how things are going, and we can remind each other and help each other stay on track. And then there are some columns reminding us that the first assessment is a baseline, the second is focused on specific skills, the third is either growth or summative if it's in a semester class, et cetera, et cetera. And then it has the due dates, and so they can be done around this date, but before, not after, because many of these are quarter grade deadlines and semester grade deadlines. The prompts will be filled in as we go forward, and then the administrator, the teacher, can put in notes. So this is where this information will be tracked and kept, and each year will have a separate sheet. Now, each assessment will be imported after it is completed. So when all of the English 9 students have completed their first in-class assessment, they will all be recorded in a Google Sheet. It will include their email address, when it was taken, their score, and then their reply. So we can go back in this document to see all of their replies and their growth. And then if we just click on the score column and look at the column stats, we can see the average. So then we would take this average and put it into the event details column for that one. That's all we have to do. It is imported and then put in as the average. And the next time we'll do it again. And so at the end of the assessments at the beginning of the year, we should have one for all the English 9 students, one for the English 10 students, one for the English 11 students, and one for the ACT Prep students. There'll be 4 sheets at the bottom that we can look at. And then when we do the second one at the end of the quarter, those will be in here too, and they will be titled simply E9 2, E10 2, et cetera, et cetera. And then we'll put in the averages, and we can watch the growth within each grade. If the average isn't increasing from 1 to 2, then we need to do something differently. We need to focus. And then next year, we can come to this document to look at the prompt, so we don't have to rewrite that if for some reason we can't find it in our Google Classroom. And we can look at our notes to see how we could do a better job. So that's basically how this document will work. And then in the Google Classroom, once again, this is explained in another video, but after the students are all done, there'll be one English 11 assignment document. Students don't really cheat because they're allowed to prepare their content beforehand and everything. It's just a matter of sitting down and doing it. So then we would click on the responses, view in sheets. Here's the sheet that we're going to put into our quarterly writing assessments document. File, we can either download it or save it in Google and then import it that way. So it's a pretty streamlined process, and each year we will then have a map and a visual clue of whether or not our students are growing. We'll also have all of the data of their responses, and we can continue to refine and improve how we use AI to help us grow. So we'll come back to this later.